Hey guys, this is Kirov speaking, and today we are back in automation with the Lite Campaign V3.7 for a new Let's Play that we are going to start on insane difficulty. It is low-tech sports, and we are going to make sports cars for the masses. Well, that is the goal at least, and of course we are Fruinians. There is a little bit of a twist to this one, because once again, you, the audience, are going to design the cars, but we're not going to make a car-specific judging of the entrance to this little competition, but rather it is a photo competition. So you are going to design your cars for the respective episode, submit your photo of your car, and you are allowed to Photoshop but not alter parts of the image. So that means you can change lighting, you can change colors, but you cannot add parts to the car or decals or anything like that. It is supposed to be just pure automation and also no mods. And also, every single car that you are making for the competition needs to be based on the same body model that I'm going to pick within my little Let's Play here. So that should be a fun little challenge, and of course there is a time limit to it all. It's 1 week within release of the episode, which asks you to create one of those entries. Alright, I think it is time to kick this off with low-tech sports. So we are going to start as Fruinians, as low-tech sports, and we are not starting on casual, but rather customize our difficulty level. I don't want to make it as insane as possible. The game currently is quite challenging. So let's start with Outer Factory. Oh, score multiplier. I would like to have score multiplier of 6.0 if that is possible. That would be done with competition level 101%. This probably lowers it a lot. Yeah. That's a big difference. And yeah, it does make a big difference. So, how are we going to get that? Should we just up it by 1%? I think so. 101% competition level, cash levels 100 million to start out with, but medium plots. Quite important for the progression we want, because the theme of this, of course, is mass market sports cars and make them cheap and low tech, but yet appealing. And that means, the cheap part means that you very soon have to go towards medium factories and producing with steel presses so that you can have steel panels, because handmade aluminium panels, they are quite expensive, as they should be. And yeah, I think this is all set up correctly now. Now we just hope for a decent-ish economy for the start of the company, and we should be good. So score multiplier 6.04 if you want to play along. Congratulations on starting low-tech sports. Yes. I find this so funny. We haven't changed that yet, but it's so funny. Your family connections have led you to have access to a level 0 car dealership network. To help you get started. It's like, yeah, your family is hated by everyone, so you're actively being handed an empty hand, just basically instead of a middle finger. That is their way of giving you the middle finger. So yeah, we have to make it ourselves. Okay, well, that is fine. We are going to build the car from scratch, and we are going to, with our first build. This is an interesting start. I need to figure this one out. The market itself. If you look at this, let me give you the case. I know I'm already starting to go off tangents, but let's keep this on point. I want to show you why we have to stay within Fruinia for quite a while, and that would be if we go to market demographic sizes and not limited to our awareness. Oh, the economy is currently booming. Doesn't help us. You see that, okay, Fruinian, good. Sport, light sports, we're probably going into that. Sports, budget, and sport, that is definitely a category. Convertible sport and convertible sport budget, yep, certainly categories we want to cater to. And then GT. We are going to try and a little bit cater to GT, but not GT Premium. That's way too high up the ladder. And now, let's check this out. You see the problem? Do you see the problem? No sports cars in Helvetia until 1955, and no light sports until 1980. So Helvetia, being open to us from the start, basically useless. Not great. And then, Delua is going to open to us in 1950. And look at that. Well, 1955 for light sports cars. Light sport premium, well, yeah, a little bit there. Sports cars, okay, yeah, they do have them. GT, they like. And convertibles, yeah, but we are convertible sport. So, Delua, yes, maybe, but their dealerships cost a lot for the low levels you get. So, we might not be in the position to buy them early on. So we are just going to aim towards the lights. Oh, wow, that was a sharp rise in the market there. We're going to aim for light sports, and we're going to pick the, 2.3 meter coupe body that is available early on. And that will be this one. And this is the first one you are going to base your competition entry on as well. And, oh, by the way, if you are wondering, how do I enter? Where do I send this shit? What are the rules exactly? There's a description link down below and in the description of this video. And that gets you to a thread where I've detailed all the basics of this challenge and where to send things. And you will have a week of time to do so. Happy designing. So this is the one we're taking, the 1945 coupe. And we do have, very nicely, a convertible version of it as well. And I think what we have to do in order to survive early on and get started is to cater to a market as wide as possible. We can't use steel panels because medium factory. Now we have the tooltips here as well to help you out. So minimum factory size, tiny for the aluminium there, and then steel presses require medium factory size, yeah. Ladder frame, because, well, space frame, just too advanced for what we are trying to do. We're not building hypercars here. And then double wishbone front, semi-trailing rear. We don't have to go super fancy. And now, let's make a new engine. For now, we just call it the family and variant 1, that's fine. And what do we want to make that? Probably going to specialize in inline 6s. That is a happy medium? I think so. I think that is a pretty happy medium. It's also, yeah, it's a little sporty, of course. It's a little smooth, very smooth. And I think we're starting with a small one. How about a 75-75? That should give us 2 liters, roughly? Yeah. Yeah, that is nice. Square 2-liter inline 6. And of course, we are not going to get fancy. Rather, I think we are... Now let's consider our upgrade paths. We could go with pushrod. That will ensure that we have basically no revability, but, oh well, it's not that bad. We have only 75 bore, so we can hammer this thing. Even as a pushrod engine, probably would rev to like 5,000, even early on. Almost. With a bit of quality in there. But I think I want to go down the direct acting overhead cam route, because that gives us familiarity into dual overhead cam. On the other hand, we should be low-tech sports, right? And low-tech sports Doesn't sound like dual overhead cam, does it? Also, I am probably quite known for the guy who doesn't see the benefits of pushrod engines. Me. I'm insulted because he doesn't like pushrods. Yeah, I don't like them, but that's neither here nor there. So let's play with pushrods, so that you see me use them for once. We are going to be really low tech and go from pushrods, as we called them in German. Well, Rotz. Yeah, you Germans, you know. You can explain in the comments below what Rotz means. Okay? Please do that. So, pushrod. We have plenty of familiarity in that. So, and it's just a 2-liter. Look how compact this thing is. That is one of the main advantages of pushrods. They are amazing when it comes to compactness. You can basically fit twice the engine size in an engine bay, which we of course aren't doing. We are Fruinians. Are you mad? So this is a little counter to our Fruinian heritage, but that is looking all decent. The engine bay doesn't even see the engine at the moment. It's nice. Okay, so standard components in here, all good. Yeah, pushrod's probably going with a 40. And how about a 7.5? Aspiration is straightforward. Let's go with dual, fuel type 92, 13.5, and optimize for 3.5 thousand RPM. Let's guess a maximum RPM of 5k if I go with +2. And do we want to already put in some quality here? If going with pushrod, that is probably possible. Currently at this quality 1 we have 14. This is 16. Let's check out this. This is 30.8. 30.8, and that is 30. Oh, yeah, nice and similar. That's great. That would be 27 here. Oh, that's without the familiarity. Yes, of course. So that makes it like 20-ish. That's great. We are going tubular headers. Oh, engineering. 7 is fine. We only put one muffler on there. Yeah, almost correct for the revability of this. Topping out at 4.4. Not great, but still some more in this one. 80 horsepower, 82. If we don't want to limit it, let's check out our flowchart. Yeah, we could. We don't want to have too much wheel spin early on, so let's keep it a little closed, and we should be fine. But this is revving too high. Nope, that's the wrong slider. So this is a lot better. Reliability will be through the roof, which is also decent choice for the lower end demographics we are trying to cater to, because they do value their reliability. The only thing we need to do here is up compression by 1, and the engine is already tuned. How easy was that? Pushrods! It's magical. So the first one we're going to build is the 1945 coupe, and let's make it large. Yes, look at this. So much room! So much room for everyone. You don't have to do that for whatever you are designing. But let's see. We're going with 3 ratios. That's more than enough. And probably something like aiming for 200. I mean, we're not going to get there, but that should give us a gearing which is adequate. So let's see. Medium. Yeah, we can go sports compound. And I like this with this body because it can have pretty large wheels. You can put 15 inches on there, 15-inch rims on there. Okay, 145s it is. Yep, it's looking good, and lots of brakes because of the 15 inches. And then put it somewhere there maybe to start with. See where we end up. Okay, no under tray. Interior, right. So, do we do our 2-seater first? That would be the light sports one. Lots of cargo space in there. And Do we want to go for sport? That is quite expensive. Or do we want to go for standard because of cheap and nasty? I don't want to pay for both. Don't want to make two different variants of it. So maybe we just go for the sports and... Ooh, that's expensive. Do we go with none? I mean, that's a massive difference. But also a massive difference in engineering time. So maybe we do go with none for now. Because that will make the car get out faster. Put +3 in the steering. No power steering, so it doesn't take that much. How much engineering time is on there? 16.3, as is. And with this, it's just 12. Yeah, still hurts you. But it's fine. It's fine, we can live with that. Standard 40s. Some safety. This isn't looking too bad. Apart from light sports, they kind of hate it. Oh, wait a second. Low comfort penalty. We have 0 comfort. Well, yeah, that is probably because of the automatic suspension tuning, which is fucked. So we go for Sport. Sport. And they like us better now. Sports does like us even better, though. What is the problem with you guys? We have higher drivability, we have much higher sportiness, low comfort, and prestige is lower. Okay. It's probably just pricing and... Yeah, it's not that much of a difference. We're much lighter. So let me just do some quick suspension tuning. And this is looking pretty much spot on in regards to steering behavior. Now let's check this out. Do we want to dampen them a little bit more? Like this? Yep, definitely. And probably lower that a little bit. Yes, you could see. Why you might be wondering, why did it jump that much here? That is probably because of the high-speed steering. Yep, there you go. And yep, that's perfect. And the other one was catastrophic oversteer. Yeah, this doesn't feel quite right. No, it's like, don't hit that grain of sand along the side of the road with your rear tires because you will be gonzes. Yeah, that's not how much on the edge you want to be. Now let's check out the market for this one. I'm not so convinced about our rating in light sport. We haven't tuned the brakes yet, though. Oh yeah, and they do need some tuning. Yay, we just broke the 100 with a bit of brake tuning and gearing. Better gearing. We did have gearing before as well, it was just a little sucky. Yep, we are now doing 14.1 seconds from 0 to 100 with our push rods. And now the big question. Should we go with premium or none? Premium or none? Look at that. Sport just shoots up like crazy. I think we have to go with premium. There's nothing wrong with the premium package. Apart from it taking 10 months, which are straight added to the 8.4 there. So that is 19, no, 8, what? Say, I can't math. Yeah, that's almost 19 months worth of engineering time just on this. Right, let's go with it. Even though that lowers our competitiveness in light sport, that is fine. It's just because of affordability. And as soon as we facelift this thing, the package, the entertainment package, will have come down in price a lot already. It's like 5 years on from now. Yeah, that will have almost halved by then. Not quite, but like 2/3 or something. Now let's re-optimize and then see where we are in the market. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot better. That is good stuff. We do cater to... Oh, this is nice. This is nice. We do cater to the Light Sport Premium and the Sport with this one. And the Light Sport will probably fall along the wayside because of the Premium package, and we are going to, of course, hand build the car in our small factory. And then we are going to make a convertible version as well. We might consider doing a 4-seater version for the GT. It's 25% more there. might be a good idea. These guys also want to have a 4-seater, and of course a different body type. It's fine. I think we're going to make that a convertible as well as a 4-seater with the same exact interior and everything. And now you're probably going like, oh, but Carop, you only have a small one factory. That is going to lower its efficiency like crazy. And to that I say, yes, correct, but we are not going to be super efficient and stuff anyway. It is not that competitive. We just need to get cars out there that cover a wider market than just one category, because Fruinian is small. We start with 0 awareness, so that is tough. You need to have a bit of a spread so that you're not focused on one little thing, but instead each one of those cars will be selling small amounts, not even filling for our small one factory. So yeah, otherwise I would say, yeah, okay, you're right, but now in this starting situation, I think it is viable to start with up to 3 different variants, if they are different enough, and we shall see if they are. So first I should probably give this stuff names. And for the naming, we are this time going with planets and their moons, because currently, as my I Take a Dump literature, I'm reading a university book on astrobiology, or rather rereading it after I took that course many years ago, and it was fascinating. So inspired by this, I think we are going to do planet, and then we choose a moon for that trim, and with every facelift, the names get changed around a bit. Or would that work? We are updating the trims, so that wouldn't quite work. But there are many moons, and maybe that will be the Saturn II then. Although that's also a rocket, right? So yeah, let's go with Mimas, I would say. That's a nice little name for a small car that is a little sporty. Mimas has a massive crater on it on the side. That was a big bump in it. Let's hope you are not producing big bumps in the Saturn, Mimas, while you are on the test track. So I think it will have to be this. Mimas S2, like 2-seater, Sport 2, Sport 4, Convertible 2, because I think the convertible version of this one does only have a 2-seater option. Oh yeah, GT really likes it. That is nice. Let's remove the pin from here. Do we have to retune? Oh yes. Oh yes, there's some retuning to be done. We need to get that one down, so more grip in the rear, please. Let's just lower that. There you go. One more. That should be pretty much spot on. They value their sportiness, so let's go with that. Of course, don't forget about the brakes. This is looking good. Well, it's not looking good, but that's all you can do, basically. Also, please don't set up your cars like this in reality. That is not recommended, because if the rear is at the limit of grip, then as soon as it's a little wet, that end is going to go away and kill you, while this one happily grips still with a little bit of wet. So as the grip would be lower to like here or there, but yeah, that one will be a little troublesome. And now for the convertible. I think, yeah, this is clearly a 2-seater. Let's also drag, oh, it's already dragged to the front. That's fine. How is this going? Ooh, convertible sport, nice. Let's remove this one. That's looking to be a seller. Yeah, very good. That's also pretty much spot on there. Brakes are good. And everything looking alright. Yeah, that's exactly where I want things. So this one should be done. What are the markets saying? Whoo, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, we're going with the naming schedule, theme, no, scheme, yes, naming scheme of I6, okay, so far so good, and then R, of course, not standing for race, but rather ROTS, Rotz 2 liter. Okay, perfect. And this is the Rotz 46. Awesome. And the Rotz 46 will be built in this little factory. Beautiful, isn't it? I don't know what they did with the foliage around the place. Maybe there was too much Rotz around. And we shall see if we can build this thing. That is looking all good. It's not too expensive. Oh, this is at 0. Yeah, we don't need that at 0. 728 engines. Oof. Okay, that's pretty efficient. Don't need that many. 55 months. We can lower this one though. That is a lot quicker. 46. But yeah, we shall tweak this one once we have the car set up. I just continued with this one. It's not assigned any car, so you don't have a production plot just yet. Let's reconsider that once we have set up our car factory. We want to produce all 3 cars in here. There are no special requirements. This is of course the new screen in the latest patch. Quite handy. You can just deselect individual ones. If there's a car that you that would basically slow down all production, you can just deactivate it in here. You could do that before as well, but for engines there's a case where you if one of your engines requires forge, if you don't have a forge, you would be able to build none of them, instead of just being able to deselect the one that wants to have the forge. So that has been fixed with adding that screen. And I think it's clearer than it being hidden here. These pictures still look a little weird, but yeah. So let's put this at... we can get away with high tooling. We're not making many cars, but we don't need to make many cars. I do want to get them down in price though. So where does... Ooh. It does get down in price a lot. Yeah, 75 automation, that's very high. Let's see where we end up with the slider, especially for something that is no mass production is very high. 65, holy shit. Okay, that's a lot. So let's add some pressure. Let's reduce some reliability. And let's reduce the tooling. We're still making plenty. Alright, 52. Yeah, okay. That's not too bad. 52 months. I think we can live with this one. The interior really pushes it up again. It's the second largest vector in this sum. So, yeah. Ouch. But yeah, I think we are fine with 52 in total. The engine factory really isn't taxed. We can reduce the price a bit, just ignore the factory, that will be fine. We're not taking any loans. This project will cost us 23.3 million. It's okay. Forecaster tool, of course, quite useless for this one, because, well, we have 0 awareness, so we're going to sell 0 cars, and let's deactivate everything. And just manually increase everything to 20%. That's pretty safe. Good estimate for how much you need to mark it up if you don't include any of these. So you would you would just break even, but not pay off any of the investment in that case. And these already look pretty promising. That's looking good. We do want to reduce shift count though. I don't want to ever go beyond 2 shifts. That is pretty killer at the start. So now we see engine project 46. Yeah, we need to re-enter that one and just tweak it a bit. I don't want to get to like the 52 or anything. That is not something I really want. Although I could do so by lowering the funding. That is probably a really good idea. That is a really good idea. Funding and pressure can be lowered. And that gives us higher reliability. And of course, a lot less costs. Very good. Alright, I think we are all set up. This is looking good. I really like our prospects here. I think we will very soon after releasing the car get some harsh competition, so I need to facelift instantly. And probably one thing I should do is to design an engine now already, like very cheaply, but basically another inline 6, but larger, so that I have something to go on for future car projects. Or I'm going to do that in parallel with the facelift, although we might be very cash strapped at that point. Doesn't really matter. We will be cash strapped anyway. Alright, and I think this should conclude the first episode. You are going to go ahead and design your car, your version of the Saturn Mimas. Which version you choose is up to you, really. And yeah, follow the link in the description to get to the rules of the competition and what it entails. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.